Good morning. Happy Friday. It apparently actually did snow and a little bit of it did stick. So that'll be something to deal with. Something super fun to deal with. Let's see, where's it? There it is, YouTube art. Once again, I'm getting a little better. So maybe I'm actually a little bit more rested or less stressed or whatever. Not sure what the actually hope that's wood. Just hoping that I'm good now, or that little stint is past, because waking up out of outside of my normal schedule time was not the way to go. Made everything a lot more difficult. But now trying to quickly get yesterday's vlog put together, edited, and uploaded while my plan is to have everything uploading while I'm at the gym. So that's why I'm trying to get it into a pattern. And even if the vlogging itself is never like a legitimate thing that anything comes out of, which is a-okay, I at least want to have that consistency added in, because I will never go against the effectiveness and legitimacy of, a journal. Because the times when I do, why is Premiere acting? Why is it not? The times when I do journal, it's Jesus. It is very helpful and effective. Sorry, I'm struggling this morning with Premiere. It's not wanting to work with me, which is nothing new, actually. I'm not gonna sit here and say the Premiere hates me, but Premiere's not mine. You know what? It's actually probably me. To be very honest with you, I'm probably the problem when it comes to this situation. My lack of knowledge, and also really just my lack of effort put in. Because I've had access to Premiere for quite some time, but I have also sat on it for about that same amount of time. So there's no one to blame but myself, which is not me throwing a pity party. I hope it doesn't come off like that. Is the light dying? No. Well, I guess I need to charge it. I will never not say that is like not one of the most efficient and like just really all around great gifts, gadgets, tools, because it's freaking light, man. For my current setup, it is a little difficult, but overall I use it more for regular everyday life than I do actual like vlogging and recording, because it clips and then it is bright as hell. So it's a flashlight that frees your hands. So I love it. But yeah, apparently it needs to be charged, which is surprising because I've had it this way. I haven't charged it for a week, which is still impressive. It's really good. So it means it's good for almost a full week on a charge, which is really good information to know. But I'm gonna get to getting this finished and done, so I'm gonna stop rambling. But I love you, and I will see you when I get to the gym. No, right? It's not. Oh, got to lock the door. So like it's snow, but it's raining at the same time. which is fun. The thing that makes it most fun is that, yeah, I definitely forgot. Oh god. Oh yeah, now my freaking leg is wet. I forgot all my good hoodies and shit in the truck. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. It's freezing. Whew. So, oh god, I'm not gonna organize all this. So I had to walk outside with just this on. This is the struggle here, guys. Like these are the real struggles that make us real people. Like, I'm so serious, guys. Like, these are the times now when I'm so thankful that I'm super mentally strong, because I would not be able to make it had I not just been through the things that I've been through. So now I'm gonna sit here for the next like 5 or 10 minutes listening to the Jonas Brothers, because that's gonna be, you need that hotness and that heat to make it heat up faster. This is not a debatable fact of life. Well, the snow didn't really stick, which is good, because I mean, it's not really time for snow anymore. That kind of impedes business, impedes a lot of good things happening. So that's good news there. Workout done. Back home, got a really solid throwback song in, because who hasn't forgotten about D12? Like, probably anybody who's outside of my age group, first and foremost. Let me go get my shaker cup. But yeah, got on that one, and now I'm staring or thinking about having to admit that maybe the other Joby grip won't be as efficient for me, unfortunately. And that's mainly because I'm slightly spoiled in the last couple days, or reminded of the fact that this one, at least with it being as simple as it is, you know, it still grips really good, even if you don't tighten it. So it makes for, you know, a really quick and easy thing. I guess I just was expecting too much, or wanted too much, or am wanting too much. Or, you know, maybe I'm just ungrateful, not necessarily knowing what's good for me or what's best for me. That seems to be the most common thing for most people, self included. But it is now time to get this all together, shit, shower, and possibly shave, because your boy's looking hella fuzzy. Yeah, good mood. Love those good endorphins. All right, well, without all the orders and everything knocked out, and everything pretty much straightened up from last night, I'm gonna go ahead and get my list knocked out for the day. Looking at the last few days, I've realized that I have let myself get distracted on most of these days, and not actually get most, and in some days any of the things that I wrote down. So I'm gonna have to tighten down on myself, probably look into just being just being strict on it for a little while. Damn. So that's where I'm sitting at now, waiting for everything to get started, because as always, it's how this goes. Be really calm, and there would be no one for 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, and then bam, shit tons of people, which is a great problem to have. I'm not complaining. I'm just not gonna let myself get into that false sense of security that they try to lull us into. All the customers try to lull us into a false sense of security, thinking that everything's okay, that it's gonna be, you know, whatever. Just all these little calm things, these little relaxing thoughts. Now you're gonna catch me off guard today. Head on a swivel. Now we have a new light, a new freaking microphone. Oh my god, weird. Still not getting any views on YouTube. Yeah, 10 out of 10. No views. No views. Actually, no, it's pretty stoked because I got two views on a video, and I beat off to that. 10 out of 10. I even got 4 subscribers. I don't know if that means anything to anybody else, but I actually, like, mine was blown. I was like, there are 4 amazing people in the world, minimum. So I love you. Okay, and we are done with work. Yeah, we nailed it. Finally have the new microphone. Have the light. I'm in love with this freaking thing. And the setup looks pretty good in my personal opinion. I'm sure that that's not necessarily the big thing to focus on, but for me, it kind of is. Being a gear queer or a gadget person, that is just one of those things. But a great day overall. Now headed home to start playing with some more of the stuff and things that I have at my disposal, to get more familiar with it, get caught up on some of the things that I have for the day. Sorry, I was just looking at the level on here. I'm gonna see if I can't tinker around to get things to be a little more stable, a little bit more solid, I guess. But I'm in love with it so far, and we'll probably be in love with it for quite some time. So look forward to more and more good stuff. All right, so full disclaimer, I have been playing with these since they came in today. But I figured, for sake of appreciation, I would do some sort of unboxing to at least, go over the things that I've been ranting about for the last few days. Ranting and bitching. So here we go. This is the VRX10 Pro Movo and the BMO Mini. Went with this one for the fact that it is slightly stronger. The primary selling point for me is the different, I want to say windscreen, because I'm not well versed on what the name of the other ones are at the moment. And the BMO Mini, A, because it's smaller, and B, because it has the magnetic backing on it, which to me is a little bit more beneficial. That gives me more opportunities. So bear with me. Get this set up to get everything moving. So this is the BMO Mini. And it is exactly that. It is mini. Has a little excess piece for the cold shoe mount here. And the selling point for the BMO Mini for me was the fact that it has the built-in cold shoe mounts here and here, which is a big deal for me to make it more compact, so that I can make it more compact and put the microphone on there as well. Kind of have an all-in-one type of feature. And the VRX10 Pro, I've been working with the VRX10. Big thank you to Jacob for the VRX10 initially. I do completely love it. But it was gonna be a big issue and a big hassle for me to find just the windscreen cover that I wanted, because the fluffy, I think it's called a Dead Cat, is great. It just, personally, I would be a little too scared of it getting caught on something, getting messed up, all those different things. Just a personal preference on that one. I'm sure that there are plenty of folks who know, one is more efficient than the other and all that kind of good stuff. But for what I want to use it for, I can keep the Dead Cat on my person and keep this little case, a nice little case that comes from the VRX10 Pro, and keep that all in one container and switch it out if it's going to be one of those extremely windy areas, and just have a win-win. But overall, the VRX10 Pro comes with a little case, all the attachments, a couple little stickers, and the manual.
And this is what I'm talking about here. The windscreen. It's more of a clean, flush look for me, and I kind of try to keep that type of style, that type of look. Now it also has a headphone jack, so that when you're listening to the playback on your audio, you can actually just listen to it through there. I'm not sure how that works with like Bluetooth headphones, so I'll look into that also. But very still nice, clean, compact set. Like has a case, and it also has an additional dead cat to fit it on there. This one seems this headphone mount seems a little too gaudy for me. I'll probably end up switching to it once I do a little bit of research into if there's one's more efficient than the other, more useful than the other. But for now, I'm pretty solid with the one that I have. And the setup that I'm trying to go for is, I'm not trying to go for, the setup that I'm looking to accomplish and to use is, that's the case from the old Movo. See, this is the mount for the VRX10, which I like it. It's a little bit more sturdy. I'm sure there's probably a legitimate reason for it having that excess play on the other, but the sturdiness of it just works a little bit better in my opinion. A little bit more for what I'm after. I don't like things to be bouncing around unless they're supposed to bounce around. And a bit tighter. That's the look that I'm going for. I'll have it pretty much set to the side. There's the mini piece here. Just like that, and then it'll slide into about the piece that I'm currently using, and it does provide a nice, convenient soft light. You have the ability to adjust it with the Joby app. Otherwise, you can fine tune the adjustments in the Joby app, but otherwise you just have the settings that is automatically set to on the light, which probably run mostly on like a 10%, because that is like a really nice soft glow in my opinion. I got a chance to play around with it and see like what it looks like on my skin tone, and probably gonna just keep it at that. But yeah, has a little magnetic backing, so you can use it for situations like that, I'm sure. If the need arises, I'll have that option. And a little charging port there. Just feel like this is a little bit more efficient, the setup here for myself. And what I'm trying to go for, because I know I've complained a lot about how it takes a little bit of time, or it takes a little bit of finagling and all this other kind of stuff to set up this. Well, now the microphone's backwards. To set this up, hopefully it still picks it up pretty well. And so now this kind of fixes it, because I don't have to, put this on. I don't have to clamp that on anymore and that kind of good stuff. Now it's all just there in one. So we're going to start using that, and now I'm going to clean up all this stuff, put it all together, put it all to use. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Really looking forward to seeing what all I can do and how I can make it all work and kind of customize it to myself. So look forward to it. And in the learning process here, as I have actually broken all the shock mounts for this new microphone. It's 100% my fault. I was too stubborn to admit that the other shock mounts would be the proper fit for it. And this one has like a little wiggle to it, which I'm sure is how it's supposed to be. But I was fighting it and ended up breaking both of them. So now we're with the one that it's supposed to have. But yeah, most of my night so far has just been me sitting here trying to find people to talk to, playing around with this stuff and just trying to keep from getting in my feels. Because I'm still in that process of getting used to being alone, and I'm like alone right now.
There's nobody here. And really, it's, what, 8 something? Yeah, 8:40. So I could only assume everybody's booed up, bait up, and doing what they're doing on a Friday night. At least I'll be able to get some good sleep tonight. Or at least enough sleep. Singing the good, like, I don't know what made Tim McGraw pop into my head. But yeah. I forgot that I love a lot of his music. All right. Well, I'm gonna at least go ahead and head upstairs and hang out for a little bit or start winding down upstairs. Gonna start playing around with the better ways to make this mount kind of stick. Cause with the light itself, that little piece that sticks in there, it can possibly fall out. Will be pushed out with enough pressure, I guess. With that, and I guess I could fold the clothes. This could be that good time to take advantage. I mean, I don't. Oh, God. That's horrendous. All right. Well, folded clothes. Watched 7 Deadly Sins for most of the night, and then bummed myself out by trying to find people to talk to or hang out with, and everyone else already having plans or friends or whatever. So, heading to bed to salvage what little bit of my pride that I currently have. Looking at the fact that I didn't even plug the mic in. Good night. I love you. Tomorrow will be a great day.